Hi, this is Belinda Calibriali and this is Talking High Performance with Belle. So I'm making this podcast for people who want to live their best life, people who know that there's more in them, but they just don't know how to get it. So there's a gap, something's missing, I'm making it for them. Welcome back to another episode of Talking High Performance with Belle. And as we wrap up Momentum Month, I want to talk to you about how do you unleash that end of year momentum and finish the year strong. So how do you drive to the finish line and give yourself the best chance of success moving not only into the end of 2023, but also in 2024. And I want to do that in 4 simple steps with you today. But before we start, I want to talk to you about the learnings and reflections from the year that's been. So in order to move forward faster and really create that change, it's really important to reflect back on the year and go, I want to take more of that into my future. I want to leave that part behind, or I want to reduce that. This worked really well, which I wasn't expecting. Why did it work really well? And just really pull apart the year that was and use it to help you unleash your momentum moving forward. So before we go into these steps, I encourage you to have a little think about, in the next 5 seconds, reflect on your achievements and reflect on your lessons and think about what are your areas for growth moving forward, but also what were your biggest moments of growth in 2023, and how do you magnify that moving forward to get the wheel spinning even faster when it comes to momentum. So reflection is really, really important. And next month, we're going to be talking about all things reflection again as we head into December. So it's a good way just to end the year, but it's a good prompt today just to go, okay, before we build momentum, how do we, really reflect on the year that was? So now that you've reflected and you've got all the answers in those 2 seconds, I want to talk to you about some ways that you can unleash your end of year momentum and get you feeling stronger than you ever have moving into the new year. And so the first way is to wrap up your goals. The first way to, unleash that end of year momentum and finish the year strong is to go, okay, what do I need to tidy up? So often, and I see it time and time again, is people stumble to the finish line because they haven't put the steps in place properly to get them through this last part of the year. And, there's calendars that become busier, there's kids' activities that are on, work's wrapping up, so client deadlines might be approaching. And with just over a month left, I want you to think about what is it that you'd like to accomplish, or what do you need to tie up before the 31st of December, and then set yourself a couple of mini targets. And it doesn't have to be anything big or anything new, but just a couple of things that you're working towards that you can go, if I could finish that by the end of the year, that'd be really good. And that would really increase my chance of continuing this momentum into the new year. And if I think about myself, an example is that many coaches begin to wrap up towards this part of the year, and they wind down on their calls or they don't take inquiries. And for myself, it's crazy because everybody's looking at 2024 and what can they do better and how can they do things better. So I almost take the opposite approach and I really open up my diary for more inquiries because I know that this is a great opportunity to really get those motivated clients on board and get them excited about what the year ahead could look like. So think about yourself in your career or in your life and go, okay, what do I need to wrap up or what do I need to even ramp up come this part of the year? So that's the first one. The second one is about reigniting your motivation. So November's a great month to think again about what would having your best year in 2024 look like? So if you were to wave a magic wand, who would you need to help you get the most out of yourself and your skills in 2024? So do you have someone in your corner who inspires you, who motivates you, who you can listen to, who you can read about, that really gets you thinking and really gets you motivated again? Do you have a picture of what next year would look like? So do you know what you want your year to look like? Have you planned it out? What do you want to achieve? What do you want it to feel like? What do you want the balance in your life to look like? So how do you set that up to be more purposeful than ever before? And then to reignite your motivation again, I encourage you to write down what are your bigger goals and take it even further by asking yourself, what do you need to achieve these goals? How do you stay motivated? Is it skills that you need to develop? Are there people that you need to reach out to? And then over the break, rethink and retweak this to really head into 2024 motivated. Number 3 is to build out your momentum roadmap. So if you haven't ever created a roadmap or a mind map, this is a game changer. So it's about grabbing a piece of paper and just scribbling down what you want for a period of time coming up. So this could be 2024 in the middle, and it could be categorized. It could be larger goals. It could be smaller goals. It could be how much family time you want every week, for example. It could be one-on-one time with the kids. It could be wellness. Whatever it is, it's about building out your momentum roadmap that's going to give you the best chance of success moving into 2024, and that's going to really excite you and motivate you. And this may involve writing it and rewriting it out a few times, similar to a vision board, but in a lot more detail, and something that you really want to be inspired from, that you can almost break down and go, okay, this is what I want next year to look like. Now, how do I make this a reality? And almost dedicate some blocks of time to that. So that's point number 3, which is building out your momentum roadmap. So what does a year of momentum look like, and what do you need in order to help you achieve that? And then the last point is to talk about maximizing productivity. So this part is about getting your roadmap and then creating systems around it. So this is important because not only does it save you time and you're more productive, but it keeps you on track. So if you can take that mind map and go, okay, this is the year's roadmap, but this is how I want to break up Jan and Feb, and then March and April, and then May and June, and you do that throughout the year, it just really helps to hold you accountable and to keep you on track. And the more that you can forward plan a few months in advance, the better it is and the more likely it is to happen. So if you imagine yourself going into the new year with a roadmap and then some structures in place to keep you on track, it's really you taking charge of, the year that's to come, and it really puts you in the driver's seat. So I hope these 4 points have helped. Thanks for joining me today as we concluded Momentum Month. And through this month, we've explored a lot when it comes to momentum, and we've delved into how small wins can help, create big results. We've spoken about it in a business perspective, and even today, how to really unleash your interview momentum to put you in the driver's seat moving forward, and how to apply these learnings moving forward into 2024. And next month, I'll be talking all about reflection as we end the year and start to wind things down a little bit. So be helping you to gain greater clarity and purpose as you navigate the challenges that might be coming ahead, but also the opportunities better than you have before. So until then, live a successful, purposeful, and fully charged life every day. Your coach, Belle.